Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on ratios and finding out what they are and how to solve questions revolving around them. So let's get started. So here it says a fruit bowl has 8 apples and 12 oranges. Write a ratio of apples to oranges. So what you're going to do is you're going to match the numbers to the names. So 8 is going to be for the apples and 12 is going to be for the oranges, right? What is the ratio? 8 dot dot 12. Think of it as fractions. Pretty much the same thing, except you have a dot dot in the middle, a colon, and you go from there. Write the ratio of oranges to apples. The ratio of oranges to apples is going to be, well, it says oranges first here, right? So you replace the words with the numbers. So you're going to replace oranges with 12. If you said 12, good job. And then apples is going to be 8. And that would be the final answer for that. We just reversed it. And now it wants us to simplify both. So if you did some fractions before, you might know what simplifying is. Basically, we're going to be working on writing this in the lowest terms. So what's the highest number that goes into both 8 and 12? If you said 4, good job. So we're going to divide both 8 and 12 by 4. So that's going to give us 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So for our first ratio, it will be 2:3. And for our second ratio, we're going to divide these as well, but it's going to be just that in reverse, 3:2. And that's right. That will be the final answer. Let's move on. A bag has 15 red marbles, 10 blue marbles, and 5 green marbles. Write the ratio of red to blue. Okay, well, let's see. How many red? We're going to replace again the names with the numbers, right? 15 red and 10 blue. So the ratio is going to be 15 to 10. And that's it. Ratio of blue to green. Try to solve this yourself. Pause the video. See what you get. And it's going to be, so blue is 10 and green is 5. So it will be 10 to 5. And finally, we have the last one, red to green. Red, we have 15, green 5. So we're going to do 15 and 5. All right, so let's solve this. So again, simplifying. What's the highest number that goes into all of these? If you said 5, that's correct. So it's going to be 3 to 2, because we're dividing everything by 5 in order. This is going to be 2 to 1, because we're going to divide 10 by 5. That's 2, and 5 by 5 is 1. And then the last one is going to be 3 to 1. Final answer. All right, moving forward. At a party, there are 18 grape juice boxes and 24 orange juice boxes. Write the ratio of grape to orange. Okay, so it's going to get a little bit difficult here, but a little bit more, just a little bit more challenging. But grape to orange is going to be 18 to 24, right? That's the numbers that are replacing the names, so 18 to 24. Now, write the ratio of orange to total juice boxes. Now, here's where it gets tricky. You might see these on your questions when you do this. So, what is the ratio of orange? So first let's look, we have orange, right? We have orange. So we're going to write 24. We replace orange with 24. Yeah? Because that's our number for orange. Now, how much total are there? Well, how would you get the total from these? To do that, you actually just add these up, 24 and 18. Because we have to combine them all together. And what would that be, 24 plus 18? If you said 42, that's correct. Good job, 42. So our final one is going to be 24 to 42. And that will be the final answer there. I hope that makes sense. Just remember, the total is the one you already took and counted for, and then all of them together. So even if you counted this one already for the orange, we got to count it again for the total. Okay? That's key. That's something students confuse. Now let's simplify these. 18 and 24. What's the highest number that goes into both of them? Well, it's going to be 6. So 18 divided by 6 is going to be 3. And then 24 divided by 6, what is that going to give us? 4. Now, next one. All right, what's the highest number that goes into both 24 and 42? If you said 6, good job. 6 goes into 24 how many times? 4 times. And how many times does 6 go into 42? 7 times. All right, so our ratio would be 4 to 7, and we can't divide it anymore. All right, moving on to the last question. In a sports class, there are 9 soccer balls and 6 basketballs. Write the ratio of soccer balls to basketballs. Okay, so let's replace it then, right? So soccer balls, we have 9, basketball 6. So again, simple as that, we're going to go 9 and 6. If the class gets 3 more of each ball, what will be the new ratio of soccer balls to basketballs? Okay, so 3 more. So guess what? All we got to do is literally just do this. We're going to add 3 to each one, right? So 9 becomes a 12 because plus 3. And the 6 becomes a 9 plus 3 as well. And that would give you the final answer. Are the two ratios equivalent? Yes or no? Now, this is a little bit of a tricky question. You got to think about this a little bit. So we know that the 9 went to a 12 by 3, right? And the 6 went up to a 9. But here's the difference. The 9 went up by 3, but it's a bigger number. So in proportion, it's growing a little bit smaller. So these ratios would not be equivalent. And I'm going to explain to you why briefly. We're going to say no here. And the reason for that is that the 9 increased by 1/3. Okay? The 9 was 1/3 was added to the 9. 1/3. Because 1/3 of 9 is going to be 3, and it became a 12. How do you get 3 from 6? Well, it's going to be 1/2, right? So that makes it not equivalent because half of 6 is needed to get to the 9 to add 3 to the original number, but only 1/3 of 9 is needed to add 3 to the 9. So in that sense, it is not the same. It is not equivalent. All right. Well, I hope this video helped you. Review it, watch it again if you need to. And feel free to leave your responses in the comments as well. Okay, happy learning. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hi everyone. My name is Andre and I'm the founder of Learning Leap. I have been teaching students for over 12 years and I always look to help the student excel and have you reach your goals. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel as I will be releasing more content for your studies. I also do offer tutoring sessions, so if you are interested in that, feel free to reach out to me in the link in the description below. All right, all the best and bye for now.